What's up, my dudes? Valk here, and today we're going to be checking out the new secret rare evoed funny vamp art Arcueid. Right now she's called Moon Princess whenever she does evo, and this is a secret rare plus, no cosmetic. I have her on momentum because I think momentum's probably going to be the absolute best because she has a whole new passive called Vulnerable. Increased damage dealt to enemies by 50% and buff enemies slow by 20% for a certain amount of time. Does not slow by itself, not stackable. So I don't know if this, I don't know exactly how this works. I don't know if this overtakes Despair to where you basically only get the damage increase from this and then the slow from Despair, or if this is their attempt to try to make slow viable. But as far as I know, slow isn't very. Let's look at Witch Knight. Is slow even good? Slows by 30%. And then let's go look at Kujaku. No, I need Despair. Who has Despair? Where's Blackbeard? Isn't he right here with Despair? Okay, cool. Increased damage dealt to enemies by 30%, slow enemies by 50%. So yeah, it's just still a way better slow. Slows on its own. Okay, so we're gonna bring Kujaku because Kujaku's still. Actually, you know what? What am I saying? There's one really good slow right here staring at me. Or one really good Despair. I gotta get used to how good this character is. And yeah, 30% and 100% not stackable. So what I'm assuming is, I don't know if the damage from Funny Vamp stacks onto Despair, but we'll find out. We're gonna test it. And here, the manual Knowable Phantasm does 10% total damage and stuns every enemy, buff attack and range to every unit except herself, and changes the map for 60 seconds. Now, I know I forgot last one to check and see if this actually works alongside all the stuff, but we're gonna try to test that today. Because I'm not gonna lie, I kind of lost my brain whenever I was AFKing for, I think it was 10 minutes to get SSJ4 Goku actually maxed out. So let's go ahead and let's see exactly how good she is. We're gonna check her out first, and we're gonna be testing some stuff. So this might be a little bit longer video than normal because I am going to actively test it for it. Now I want you guys to see my whole testing process in case I happen to mess up, because I do mess up a lot whenever I'm recording, because the second I hit the record button, my brain just goes burr, right? So hopefully I can nail everything and get everything just right. So here she is, one placement, and I have her on momentum because I do like the SPA decrease. I think the SPA decrease is really, really nice. So let's see her animations off rip. And then we're going to turn the animations off because I just want to see the other stuff. So let's go ahead. Let's see. Summon. Let's take a little look-see. We're going to go here. That's it. That's it. I mean, it looks fine, but that's kind of goofy. Just a big air tornado. Alright, so let's see. Kaboom. Oh, that's cool. It kabooms, sucks in, and kabooms again. Alright, Judgment Line. Okay, let's see this one. Oh, that's actually cool. That's actually pretty cool. Yeah, I like that one a lot. And last one, Storm, full AoE. Let's see how this one is. Oh, this is nice, but this has to get, yeah, you have to turn that animation off for sure. And then she still has the same attack, right? Just the Minoble? Yeah. Okay. So let's go ahead, let's turn it to off now, and let's do active animation on. And now let's watch it in 1x speed first. Oh, this is good. Bro, that's such a good animation. Bro, this game, they always kill it. Dude, where am I? This game, they always kill it with animations. They really do. Oh, wow. I never even noticed that before. That's so sick. Let me ×5 it so we can get this cooldown back faster because we need it in the future. So, she's at 2.55 mil before buff, 6.48 SPA. Really, really good. I have her on only momentum, so yeah. Really, 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 really strong. And we're going to be testing to see exactly how good she is versus, yeah. Well, first I want to see how Vulnerable interacts with Despair. So, we're not spawning anything in until this stuff's over. Because this is like, it's really cool, but it lasts a very long time. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 1 mil. It probably needs 10 mil, right? Yeah. Let's see. Alright, so let's make it 40 mil. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Let's see where the 40 mil gets here. Yeah. Alright, 40 mil gets to about here-ish. So now we have to factor in the fact that Sparkle is doing... Not Sparkle, Nightmare, Kurumi. I never watched this, it's funny. That's actually sick. Alright, Kurumi's going to be doing 631k. And compared to that, so that means if it's not affecting, they should end like here on the track. Right? They should die like here. If it does not stack. I don't know if it stacks or not. But if they die like here, then it probably doesn't stack, to be honest with you. What did they die at? Yeah, because she's at 7.5 SPA, so she's on the, yeah. I think it might. I think the damage might stack. Yeah, no, they're dying like really early. Okay, so let's see. Let's turn on damage numbers and see exactly how much they're hitting for. Show damage, yes. I'm seeing some 1 mils, 1 mils, 1 mils. Seeing like 3 or 4 1 mil hits in a row. I'm assuming that's Arcueid. Okay, so I'm seeing like 4 1 mil hits. So I'm seeing 1 mil, 1 mil, 1 mil. So now we're going to sell you. And then we're going to summon again. And we're going to see. Okay, so it's not stacking. You can see 1 mil, 1 mil, 1 mil, 1 mil. Yeah, that was just how much damage Kurumi was doing herself. Okay, so it does not stack. So it feels kind of... Because it's like the only thing you can use it with then is slow. But the best thing you use it with is the spare. But then you're only getting like... Are you even getting like a massive damage increase? You're getting a 20% damage increase using it with the spare. Buff enemy slow by 20. So you're getting a 20% damage increase using it with the spare. As well as you're getting a 20% slow increase. So you're getting what? Like somewhere around like 65% slow? 62.5%? Something like that. Or 60% slow? It's something like that. It's a little bit of an increase. How much of it is it worth it? That's the real question. I think if slow got buffed to actually be, you know, on par with despair or better, I think if slow got buffed as a passive, then this would have a lot more value. But the fact that you're doing it, you're basically using this for 20% more damage. Is essentially, this is basically just white with extra steps. So yeah, that's really good to know. So let's go ahead now. Let's buff her up and do the whole 9 yards and see exactly what she can do. And also, I want to see exactly how much her attack stat goes up. So yeah, let's go ahead, do this. We're going to do this, blah, 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 blah. We're going to create here, buff, 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 and then we're going to leader. All right, so now with everything rocking, she's at 12.94 mil, or 11.79 million. Yeah, that's really, 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 really good. She's really solid, super, super strong. Now I want to see, I'm going to basically, wait, well, first let's find out how much she can handle. Let's go 500. 20 mil, I guess the buffs stacked correctly. Yeah, all the buffs hit just right, yeah. Yeah, you can see, what is it? The knowledge boost, 19.92 mil, yeah. Look, each hit, 7.47 mil. Dude, she's shredding this 500 mil. And I don't have her on like Honored One or anything crazy. I just have her on Momentum, which means the lower SPA, which is good for full AoEs in my opinion. Momentum's going to lower the hell out of that SPA. So 500 mil about here, so that means this is probably like 6, 7. So she could realistically probably handle like 750 million on her own. It's really good considering she's a support. And she's on Fierce Fighter, so she's going to go really well with the Vegito. So that's really good. So, now we're just waiting on the cooldown to check and see how much it actually buffs attack stats. And the other thing is I want to see is, does it stack with this? So we're going to turn auto ability off for this, actually. We're going to let it cycle through the cooldown. And whenever this happens, or this occurs, we're going to go ahead and turn this back off real quick so I don't get... The animation's beautiful, but I want to see it at 5 times speed. It's going to look very silly. So yeah, so the question we're going to have now is, will her buff stack with other buffs? Because I know it says she doesn't buff herself with this. Buff attack and range to every unit except herself. You can see there's already a range buff applied through, range boost applied through Dr. Stone. So the question becomes, is she going to be able to stack with that range boost with Dr. Stone? Which I imagine she will, since it's an active buff. And then the other thing that I need answered is also straight up just, does it stack with your 2.35 times buffer? So basically, is this active and independent buff, right? That's kind of where I want to know with it. And depending on that answer really determines her meta viability. If it does stack, then she's really damn good. But we just got to see. So we're going to turn it down to 1 time speed. We're going to pop the Noble Phantasm. 325k. 153 range. 973k right now, unbuffed. So now we hit this. And it does not stack. Okay, so it's really fat. That's like, what, a 3 times global 3 times buffer, I think? I think that's what that is a global 3 times buffer. But it's only for 60 seconds, and... it's like, okay, so here's the perfect example I have for Arcueid, right? Arcueid has all the tools to be broken, but it feels like they were trying to keep the game somewhat balanced, so they didn't do it. And my response to that is, you already added traits, just do it. Dude, this is so beautiful, like, unironically. This is such a pretty active. This has to be my favorite active in the entire game. This is so sick. But yeah, anyways, you guys already broke the game with traits. I'm gonna be real. You got, the second I can get 100% DOT application on an explosion unit like Kaido, and he just does billions of damage every single hit, you already broke the game. Why bother? Just full send it at this point. How long this lasts? I wonder how long this actually lasts though. Because it doesn't stack, like I said. It does seem to override. But does this mean you have to turn off your buffers whenever that happens? Or are you going to run into issues? Yeah, it is exactly a 3 times buff. Because you can see, even with it timed out, it snapped back down and came back in. Because he's buffing himself and he's on Nature's Fury. Yeah, so he has a 3 times global buff to everything. I don't believe the range buff actually did anything. Because I think it conflicted with Dr. Stone's range buff. So it doesn't seem like it really did a whole lot. So basically, in theory, she's broken. In practice, not so much. You're not really going to be using her simply because you already have better options. Anyways, thank you guys for watching as always. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.